So hello everyone, my name is Pritam and welcome to another video of the C programming playlist. In the past videos, we have talked about for loop problems, if else statements problems, and switch case problems, and so on. But in this video, we are going to talk about something more about the for loop. Okay, so to understand that, let's try to understand this. If I take a pattern like this of stars, okay, so there are 5 stars, 1 2 3 4 5. So to print it out, what would we do? Obviously we would be doing like for integer I equal to 0, and then I less than 5, and then I plus plus. Okay, now what we do, we would be writing printf the stars. Okay, so for this code, okay, this output would be coming up. Clear? But if I want to print this one, star, star, star. So if I want to print this pattern, so you can see here, 0 1 2 3 4, 0 1 2 3 4. So there are actually 5 rows and 5 columns as well. Clear? So for one row, okay, for this row we can write this code. Okay, for the first row, okay, we can write this code. So if we write this code under another for loop, okay, which would be doing iterating by 5 times, like 1 2 3 4 5, then for this code this line would be printed, and for the outer for loop all these patterns would be printed out. We can say now, for example, if I take like for integer I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Inside that, if I write for integer j equal to 0, j less than 5, j plus plus. Okay, and if I write printf star semicolon and this bracket closed, and then if I write printf backslash n, and then we close the last bracket. So how these things are going to happen? So for I equal to 0, okay, so here I and here are j. So for I equal to 0, j equal to 0, star would be printing out. Then j plus plus, j is going to be 1, then star would be printing out. Okay, so here we can see these are the j values and these are the I values. Okay, so j equal to 1, then j plus plus, then j equal to 2, for j equal to 2 is printing out, then j plus plus, j equal to 3 is printing out, j equal to 4 this is printing out, and j equal to 5. So j less than 5 is going to be false. Then the for loop will break it down and the printf backslash n. Then for the backslash n, the cursor will come to here from here. Okay, now I equal to 1. Obviously the I plus plus will be happening I equal to 1. So for I equal to 1, 0 1 2 3 4. So 0 1 2 3 4, again backslash n I equal to 2, then 0 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, again backslash n 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, backslash 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 4 also same things are happening. When after this, when I plus plus will be happening, I will be having the value 5. So I less than 5 will break it down, and then the cursor will come to here, will be coming out from the for loop. So in this way, nested for loops actually work. This is called nested for loop. What? Nested for loop. Nest means what? Okay. Nesting means what? For example, this is a house. Inside that, if you make a wall, then there are two rooms. House, inside a house, there are two houses, or inside a room, there are two rooms. Okay. If I break it down into that, so inside this bigger room, okay, inside this bigger room, there are two more rooms. Okay. And if I break it down like this, then again, inside this room, there are two rooms, this one and this one. So inside a room, if we have another room, that is called the nesting actually. Okay. Just an example. So that's why this is called nested for loop. Okay. So this is actually star pattern. Okay. Where we are printing out like a matrix and all. Okay. So we will be using nested for loop problems as well. We will be doing it. But before that, we have to know some patterns of star patterns. Okay. So what kind of patterns are there? Okay. So pattern 1. This one is like this. If I take n equal to 5, this is pattern 1. Another one is pattern 2. So how pattern 2 is happening? Like so. So this is pattern 1. Another one is pattern 1. This is pattern 2. Okay. So and 1. So this is pattern 1. This is pattern 2. Again, here it is n equal to 5, obviously. Okay. Now let's talk about pattern 3. Pattern 3 would be like this. Okay. So 1, 2. So this is for n equal to 5 again. This is the pattern actually. Okay. And now pattern 4. Basically, we are doing 4 patterns. Okay. The advanced pattern, I would be doing something later. Okay. In the lectures. Just for now, let's drop it. This is the pattern 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 1. Obviously, for n equal to 5. Okay, this is another pattern. So in the next videos, we will talk about pattern 1, and then I will give you a lot of homeworks on pattern 1. Then pattern 2 video would be coming up, and then pattern 3 video would be coming up, and then pattern 4 video would be coming up. So how to do this, we will talk about it later in the particular videos. Okay, so this much for today. I hope you understood about the concept of the nested for loop and how we can use it, okay, to print all these things. We will be using actually this concept in this 4 pattern, the 1, the 2, and the 3, and in the 4 also. Okay, so don't worry. We would obviously we would be solving. So see you in the next video. And by the way, guys, if you are new, then please hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends, and press the bell icon so that every video would be reached to notification. Okay, thank you so much.